Welcome back to Cannabis Canada with Jason Wilcox. We're continuing with our patient profiles. I'm sitting here with a medical patient, Pratab. Pratab, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, he is a patient that attends the MMJ THC Dispensary that's located here in Vernon, where we decided to stop off and lend our support to our different friends and other fellow coalition members here. And while here, Pratab decided to come down and talk to us a little bit about the dispensary and about your ailments. So you mentioned you suffer from chronic back pain and you use cannabis for that.
Yes, I have really bad lower back pain. I've had that for the last few years, but haven't been able to really find anything or any help for it except for prescription pills, which I refuse to take.
No, that's the big thing. See, this is what matters to me. You know, we're talking about patients. We're talking about dignified rights. We're talking about the right to liberty. This man chooses not to take pills that are going to impact his ability to work, drive a car, potentially hurt somebody. It's his right to autonomy, fundamentally, the right to liberty, to be able to choose not to take those pharmaceuticals and to choose to use cannabis, to treat his ailments. Now, do you find any worries about work or anything like that with that sort of stuff, or?
Not at all. I find I function actually way better, more efficiently when I am using cannabis at work.
Beautiful, yeah. Beautiful. So again, this is where we see here in a small city like Vernon, a lot of activity. As you'll see upstairs, the store is very busy. It's very professional. This is the way patient access centers should be, with dignified access. Would you say you feel dignified when you come in here to get access?
Completely. They're very professional here, very, very dignified, and you get looked after.
Just in closing, what else would you have to say about MMJ THC? What would you have to say about this facility, about what you've learned here, about what this place has provided? Because it matters. These frontline services matter a lot. So I'd like to hear it from you.
Yeah, no problem. MMJ, my experience here has been nothing but the best. Even get to know, the owners themselves, come out and talk to you and really socialize with you and get to know the roots of your problems. All of the staff is very knowledgeable. I don't know too much about cannabis, but I like that whenever I come in here, I learn a lot more every single time. I learn about different reliefs, different effects, and different things like that. And it's just really good experience overall when you're here.
Absolutely. This is the 5-star location that you want to look for as a template for access. So MMJ THC and people working with their cities, their municipalities, understanding this isn't an us and them thing, this is an us thing, it's a Canada thing. And we need to find out what's in the best interest of Canadians if we're going to legalize. On that note, this is Jason Wilcox, and stay tuned for more patient profiles on Cannabis in Canada. Cheers. Welcome back. As we continue with patient profiles here at MMJ THC, we need to make sure that we cover as many of the patient diversities as possible. Now, I have Aaron here with me. Aaron, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Now, Aaron, how long have you been coming to MMJ THC?
Since they opened last December.
Last December.
Year and a half, I guess.
Beautiful. So I'm assuming you're a local resident here in Vernon or
yes,
around
I am.
there? Excellent. Now, what do you feel, because what we're seeing, I'm from Vancouver, where they're boxing up clubs and they're banning edibles and they're making things really hard for patients, who need access to cannabis. Where it seems smaller cities like Vernon and other various cities in BC are actually taking a different approach and leaving a hands-off approach to, if the feds want to come in and deal with them, then let the feds come in. But how do you feel about your town here, and how do you feel about the stance at this particular club? What would that do to someone like yourself?
Well, that means I'd have to find it on the street. The quality they sell here is just the best I've ever found, and I have a few medical concerns that nothing else has helped. I've had 3 back surgeries, and I have a really rare allergy condition. Apparently, I'm the worst one in North America that has it. And it's a disease that they don't even have a name for. And it's the only thing that helps me.
That's just it. The holistic use of cannabinoids, and I often talk about this, the federal government they've isolated X number of cannabinoids, and there's this whole spectrum that they haven't yet, isolated, let alone explored medically to really govern it. And right now, there's an example here with Aaron that cannabis works for him in this particular way, and this is why I like about the MMPR, even though we had it ruled unconstitutional with the coalition going after the government. I like the fact that at least they came out and they made us that no longer do you need a doctor to prescribe. Now doctors only need to authorize. They just need to say, hey, if you go to your doctor and say, I got back pain, your doctor just can give you a script and say, okay, because the doctor can't prescribe, only authorize. So that's interesting.
I find everybody here is so passionate about the product. They're
Yes.
into it themselves. They're all patients. So that is obviously why the quality is so good.
The plants need to be with the people, and the plants need to be freed to the people. On that note, this is Jason Wilcox, and we'll see you in the next show. And once again, thanks, Aaron, for coming on.
Thank you.
Okay, cheers.